Welcome in, Hornet fans. We welcome you to a Tuesday night Hornets basketball game on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Nelson Propane. Tonight brings us to the heart of the Brazos Valley as the 4-1 Bryan Vikings play host to your Huntsville Hornets, who, after starting 0-3, are seeking their first win of the season. Good evening, John Clendenin, joined by Carlos Zimmermann here tonight at Viking Gym, home of the Bryan High Vikings. And Carlos, Coach Oliphant finally getting his entire team together, slowly working the football guys in. He has to feel very excited. What should be a possibility of getting the first win of the season.
Absolutely. Good to be here with you, John. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Two teams here in the heart of the Brazos Valley trying to just get their feeding good for the district slate that's going to be coming here before long. But, you know, we talked to Coach Oliphant in the pregame, which we'll talk about here in a moment on our coaches convo. Yeah, finally has his guys, if you will. Got his guys out of football. Obviously, you hated seeing the Huntsville Hornet football season end early as it did, but now for the basketball team, you're able to get that benefit out of it. And having some great guys that have come back this year, although it's a different-looking year when you have to replace some of the pieces from that team that took this program to the area round last year.
Absolutely. Went 19-9 last year, 8-4. Went to the area round, lost to a super talented Beaumont Westbrook team that won the state championship. A rematch from a game last year here in Bryan, or it was a home game at Paul Bonin Stadium, or Gymnasium, excuse me, having to get out of football season ourselves. A 64-56 victory, and you know, this is a quality Bryan team that when you look at what you want to schedule these kind of matchups in order to get you ready for the season that really matters in district play, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Bryan, I mean, a program that has played well over the last couple of years, moving into a tougher district, having to travel a little bit more, going out to Killeen for ball games and stuff like that. So, obviously, they're going to be primed and ready to go. Coach Jackson, we appreciate him helping us get set up here this evening for this broadcast. But they're going to be a tough opponent for Huntsville. And this is a Huntsville team that's going to come in, reeling after a loss to Nacogdoches last Monday. Had it won, but a buzzer back put the Dragons over the Hornets in that ball game, a rematch of district years past. So Huntsville's obviously going to come in hungry for this one. And I'm sure for the leader of this team, Brett Butler, who we're watching in warm-ups here, is excited to have his cast of characters around him now that have joined him from the gridiron.
Absolutely, Carlos. And I'm really excited to see this Huntsville team at full strength. You know, played with 5 guys against Madisonville a few weeks ago. Had the buzzer beater. I think tonight is a night that we can look at as really the launching point for the season for the Huntsville Hornets. And that being said, tonight's video broadcast being presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to have our coaches convo here on the Huntsville Hornet Nation pregame show, broadcast network pregame show.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are you looking for a great deal? Do you like saving money? Well, here at Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, you can get a great deal and save thousands of dollars on your new Chevy. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. Come get a brand new 2025 Chevy 1500 Crew Cab starting at only $39,995 after rebate. Or take up to $15,000 off a brand new 2025 Chevy Corvette Z06. If you like low interest rates, you won't get lower than 0%. And we have that on almost everything on the lot. Don't miss out on saving thousands of dollars with these great deals. Only here at Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
For 5 generations, Nelson Propane has been keeping East Texas warm and working. Commercial or residential, we deliver reliable propane service with old-fashioned values and modern convenience. With 13 full-service locations and 24/7 emergency support, we're always here when you need us. Experience exceptional service. Call 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com.
Welcome back into the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network pregame show. John Clendenin joined by Carlos Zimmermann as we now prepare for our coaches convo brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville. Carlos and I got up with the head coach, Jay Oliphant, earlier before the game.
Welcome back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, getting ready for Huntsville versus Bryan in non-district play out here in the Brazos Valley here in your coaches convo with Jay Oliphant. Coach, good to see you again, my friend. Got everyone together now, 0-3 start, but played some really good opponents. Just thoughts on the early season and your first opportunity to see these new guys take to the floor.
The key coming to this season was to make sure we made an improvement each game. I thought last Thursday, last Monday against Negatives, we played pretty well. Did some really good things. We just didn't come out and win. So now we're trying to incorporate those football guys, and we'll come out here tonight and kind of mesh it all together and see what happens.
Coach, playing a higher classification 6A school, how does scheduling tough non-district opponents help you get ready for that grind of the district season that's just right around the corner?
Oh, it helps you tremendously. I mean, it gets you ready, gets the guys mentally prepared, if anything. And the main thing we focus on is playing clean. We play a little sloppy at times, so hopefully tonight we kind of clean it up and get ready to go into district.
You're replacing a lot of size out there on the floor from a year ago. You don't have Jabari Washington anymore, so you'll turn to Jordan Oliphant and Jaden Harrell to pick up the brunt underneath. Just what are you going to be looking at them this season as they fill some big shoes?
Well, the key for those guys is I need them to play good defense and rebound. Rebounding has been an issue for us in the past, so hopefully with those bigger guys in there, we kind of clean it up some and get some one-stop possessions and get the ball moving.
Coach, you mentioned, don't have that size, going to have to attack from the outside. What's going to be the key to being able to open up those good-looking shots for y'all tonight?
We got some guys that can get into the paint. They handle the ball pretty well, and the key for them is just to make the right decision. When they go in and defense collapse, make the right read, and got to hit some shots.
And then last thing for you, Brett Butler is one of your mainstays that's been on the team for all years of his young high school career, and he continues to be a sharpshooter from the outside. Just how does he play within himself tonight in this non-district contest?
He just needs to do what he does. The key for BB is to get going early. Against Nacogdoches, he got going, but it was kind of second half. We were down by 12. Well, I want to see him start hitting some shots early and put some pressure on the opposing team.
All right, Coach, that's all we got. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was head coach Jay Oliphant joining us on the Coaches Convo. Now taking a look at the Region 3 District 17 5A basketball standings. Carlos, Huntsville at the bottom, 0-3. Going Team Horse right now, Rudder 0-15, which, hard to believe. But really, the pre-district season is about getting ready for that 12-game grind. You look at Lake Creek at 12-3, Montgomery 8-3. They were the top two teams in the district last year. Now there's an opportunity, though, for Huntsville with College Station, a new head coach. Consolidated, losing a lot of guys. Brenham losing guys. For a team in Huntsville to maybe not only get into the playoffs, but make some noise in that 3 seed.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously a long way to go until we get there. But the thing for Huntsville is they haven't played a lengthy non-district schedule. They'll have one tournament coming up later on this week down in Montgomery. So that'll be a good test to see how they match up with some more high-profile opponents that they'll have in front of them. I believe they open the tournament with Wheatley on Thursday night. So we'll see how they pan in that tournament. And then they're into 2 non-district games, and that's it. And then they're off for Christmas. They'll start district play in early January. It'll be interesting to see what Jay Oliphant is able to put together in the minimal time he has before district play. Tonight will be a very good test.
Absolutely. You mentioned, only one tournament this year. It's hard when you have such a successful football program that Huntsville has that, the team isn't really together until December. So it is going to be an interesting matchup here tonight. Very excited as we wind down in the pregame. Carlos, do you have any keys to this game for the Hornets to come out victorious on top?
Well, I think they really got to control the interior. They got to really mash it down in the paint, but you got to get Brett Butler going early, as Coach Oliphant talked about. You got to be able to get him going early from three to just try and build that lead early on. I think if they are able to manage the majority of that, they'll find themselves in really good shape to try and come away with a win. But on the other side of trying to stop Bryan, you've got to control the paint down in the defense. If you're in man, don't lose your guy in the shuffle of everything. If they do that, they'll come away with their first win of the season tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this this Huntsville team. I think one of the keys that Coach mentioned that's going to be so important is the guards, when they drive, making the right decisions on where to kick the ball out to, as well as limiting Bryan offensive rebounding.
Yep.
As we get ready for the national anthem, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have tip-off. You're listening to Huntsville Basketball on the Huntsville Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise so everyone who will capture the play of the national anthem.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
Welcome in here to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. John Clendenin, joined by Carlos Zimmermann, as we are getting ready for the tip-off here. Starting lineups for the Huntsville Hornets, as it looks like we will have Jordan Ennis, Colin Cole, Chris Ricino, Brett Butler, and Jordan Oliphant, the starting five for your Huntsville Hornets as they get ready to take on the Vikings of Bryan High. And Carlos, you're going to get ready for what should be a fantastic game tonight.
Indeed we are. We're in for a good one tonight. Two teams that really shoot the ball very well. I mean, we were just shown a little poster right before we went on the air for Bryan. Jacob Walker just eclipsed 1,000 career points last time out for Bryan. So you know he's going to be feeling good going into this contest tonight for the Vikings. And it'll be interesting to see how Huntsville just manages the pressure. They're going to have a lot less size this year. You lose Jabari Washington from last year and what he brought to the table for the Huntsville Hornets for his size at 6'4", 6'5". So you miss that, obviously, down low. But we'll see how things pan out here for the Hornets against this Bryan team tonight here on the road.
Absolutely. Tonight's video broadcast being presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired, as number 10, Chris Ricino, in center circle. He will jump against number 12, Harold Taylor III. And we are off. Bryan wins the tip. Number 2, Christian Ellis Jr. controls it, bringing it up the court. Bryan now with some motion. Taylor swings it over up to the elbow. Back winging again. A lot of motion. Pull up three. Blocked right there by Jordan Ennis, who passes up to Riscano. Step back three.
Yeah,
travel called.
Yeah, he walked with it. He took that first step and then stepped back. That's too many.
Wipes out what was a three-point make for the Hornets. We have to like to see that going right at Bryan, making a three, even if it gets taken off the board.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Butler isn't going, Risano is able to back him up with his three-ball shooting as well.
Brooks trying to drive, pull up mid-range, good. First points of the game for the Vikings. Press for Bryan. Now to Risano. Risano swings. There's Butler. He's going to float off the rim. Controlled by Jacob Walker. Bryan pushing up the floor. Walker cutting through the lane. Little reverse. Good. 4-0 Vikings.
Walker just eclipsed that 1,000 career point mark, and he showed how he can get a lot of those points with that speed.
Risano, good layup in. Hornets on the board. As now Ellis will bring it up for the Vikings. Huntsville running a man defense. They cut inside looking for Taylor. He loses the handle. Ennis, quick pass.
Oh.
Picked off by Ellis, who goes coast to coast. Smokes the layup, and now a foul is called. I believe that is on the Hornets trying to get the rebound.
It's going to be on Jordan Ennis. That's his first.
2 shots now for Jacob Walker. He clips that 1,000-point mark you mentioned earlier.
An early jump here for Bryan. Just over 6 minutes left in the first. And Huntsville just trying to clean up some of the mistakes. A lot of fresh blood out there onto the floor that they're just trying to mix and match.
Walker goes 2 for 2 from the line. As Ennis now bringing it up. Looks like they're running a half-court trap on the Hornets. Ennis, kick out. Risano, hesitate. To the rack, good.
Woo, Chris thought about dunking it there, but thought better of it. Easy does it, young man. Got it within 2.
Now on Ellis in the backcourt. Swings it to Brooks. Brooks looking for the screen. Able to get it back out to Ellis. Now to Walker, pull up 3. Off the front rim. Rebound by Ennis. Huntsville looking to push. Risano swinging it all the way across to Ennis. Now up top. Pull up 3 by Colin Cole, and good.
Bank open, number 5, Colin Cole. That gets Huntsville on top.
Vikings bring the ball up, trailing 6-7. Taylor now in the front or backcourt was looking for a guard. Running a quick isolation. Walker now on the elbow, driving, and he's going to lose the ball. Brett Brown. Now Risano going all the way, and with the layup, good.
Risano cooking early, and he's feeling excited there with those claps.
Walker now gets the screen, looking to drive, and great job right there by Brett Butler. Risano now slowing it. Gonna swing it, pull up shot, off the back rim, and Butler over the back.
Yeah.
Ennis pulled up on 3. As we just lost our video.
Get that back for you here in a second.
There's a substitution. Kelton Durham will come in for Bryan. Pass it in to number 2, Ellis. Ellis bringing the ball up in the backcourt. Gives it to Durham. Man defense. Durham trying to find a pass. Swings it to Butler. Step back 3. Off the front iron. Rebound controlled by the Hornets. That's Ennis, pushing up, and he is tripped up on the foul. We will bring in now Chad Johnson will come in for Ennis. Foul was called as Ennis was trying to push up on the fast break. And it'll be number 5, Colin Cole passes it in to Johnson. Johnson now driving, makes a move, misses the layup, but the rebound controlled by Oliphant, who kicks it back out to Cole. Cole, swing, shot by Johnson from the corner, off again, and Oliphant got the rebound, but they call a foul. No. Durham from the Vikings fouled somebody, so it waves off the putback basket by Oliphant. Huntsville passes it in. They run a quick shot for number 3, Chris Hudson, not able to get it in. Bryan pushing it up the court, throw it to Perry. Now Christian Ellis running isolation on the wing. Driving up the baseline, step back, shot, air ball. Huntsville pushing up. Brett Brown now, ball, pull up 3 from the backcourt off the iron. Good job by Johnson to get the rebound, but he goes out of bounds. And it will be, no, actually, Huntsville was able to call a timeout. So number 12, Chadrick Rogers will come in, as well as number, trying to see who else came in here. Number 33, Jaden Harrell, as we finally got our video back. Didn't miss anything, just a couple missed shots.
Yeah, just a couple missed shots on that end, and now you get some opportunities here to get some of the more young blood out there. You see Jaden Harrell now holding that spot there in the post play.
This season, as we wait, I just want to take some time to thank our sponsors. This season, Hornets basketball is brought to you by Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider, and also brought to you in part by Mid-South Fiber Internet, local fiber internet you can trust. Huntsville looking to pass this one in, trying to run a play close to the basket. It's for Harrell. He lays it up and in for the Hornets.
Nice play inside. Oh, near turnover.
Huntsville was running a full court press right there. And as you heard Carlos say, near turnover. Now Christian Ellis swings that to Dakarian Nix. Floater good for the Vikings.
And Dakarian Nix there, just a nice easy does it floater off the baseline. And you have an experienced guard now at the point in Chad Johnson.
Cole gets a screen from Harrell. Now trying to step back. Johnson, he's going to travel. Took a step.
Yep, took a step before he put it on the deck, so can't afford to have things like that happen. Just unforced errors as looks like Colin Cole will exit, and they
Jordan
bring Ennis back in.
Jordan Ennis back in after a quick breather on the bench. It looks like Huntsville applying some pressure, not a full-on press. Ellis now running isolation, trying to get the switch, has the switch. 3 ball, well short off the side of the backboard. And now Johnson going to push up the court.
Big skip.
Pass, another swing. Huntsville throwing it all around. Harrell trying to get it, has an open man. That's Ennis. 3 ball, no good. Harrell put back, no good. And out of bounds.
It's a great effort there by Harrell underneath.
Well, and they got actually Chris Hudson. They called him for a push underneath the basket.
Yeah, he was fighting for that rebound and just couldn't quite come away with it, but got called for that hand push there. So
Durham looking to pass this one in. There was some pressure by Huntsville. He eventually gets it to Jacob Walker. Back to Durham. Huntsville picking him up at half court. Swing it to Taylor the third. And now they're going to.
It's gonna be an off the ball foul.
They're actually going to call an offensive foul. Oh, no.
No.
Chad Johnson walked over there to, like he was going to take the ball out. That's why I thought they may have called the offensive foul.
No, they called it a foul on Harrell away from the basketball.
Harrell doing a good job tonight fighting underneath the basket. Tried to run a play for Walker. who loses the ball, and Durham picks it up. Open man in the corner, and now swinging it around. Walker, deep three, good. Tied up at 11. Ennis now pushing up the court. And Coach Oliphant going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with him.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, never mind. Carlos knows the official signals better than I do. So we're going to stay here as Coach Oliphant taking a breather for his team, trying to break the pressure. Enjoy tonight's broadcast on the KSAM mobile app, available on all iOS and Android devices, in the car, at home, or even right here at the game. It doesn't matter. Take your hometown radio station, the Huntsville Hornets, on the go wherever you go.
So Caleb Franklin just checked in here for Huntsville. Stout started at linebacker for the Hornets for most of the season, but then converted out to corner by the season's end. Now takes his gridiron talents here to the hardwood.
Jamarian Mills also in for the Hornets off the bench, as Chadrick Rogers stays out there along with Chris Hudson and Jordan Ennis. Ennis now breaking the trap. Half-court trap right there. Got to get it across the half-court line. Woo! Swing. Dangerous pass for the Hornets. Ennis has it back up at the top. Calls for the screen. Goes the other way. Kick out to Cole, and a double dribble called.
I guess he caught it with his left hand and then bounced it twice before, and I guess they just didn't catch it as a crossover as Ricino checks back in for Hudson, or rather for
Hudson.
Yep, for Hudson.
There's Mills. Has his man Harold, and hard foul. You can see the athletic ability that let him go out to corner as his head cleared the rim there.
And Jamarian Mills, newcomer for this Hornets squad, only a junior, playing that 4 spot. 55.7 left. We are now not tied.
As Taylor sinks the first of 2 shots, give the hometown Vikings a lead over your Huntsville Hornets. Second one is good, and a 13-11 lead for the Vikings. Ricino now back to Ennis, working their way up. Great job right there, and again another turnover. Chadrick Rogers on the foot on the line.
And that was just an errant pass wanting to go towards Mills, and Rogers just had to try and run it down.
Durham now, ball poked free. Good job by Ennis. Euro dishes off to Ricino, and a foul.
What a dish by Jordan Ennis right there. No looker. Knew Ricino was coming that way, and unfortunately Ricino wasn't able to finish, but he's always been solid at the line.
First shot.
Get the bounce.
And in. I'm going to say, you almost had the broadcaster's jinx right there.
Almost. I have my faith in my guy right here.
Ricino off. Rebound, Vikings. Walker pushing up the court, trying to get into the lane, and blocked. Ricino and Rogers came together, blocked that one. Viking ball, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Quick pass into Taylor. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. Mills now pushing forward.
Good pass.
Head up. Ricino with the left hand. Put back, no good. Caleb Franklin had to look, wasn't able to get it. As that's Jameer Davis cutting through, rattles it home.
8 seconds, got to push.
3 seconds left now, going to have a heave. Deep 3 ball short. 15-12 at the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick, when we come back, Hornets will have the ball. You're listening to Huntsville Basketball on the Hornet Broadcast Nation Network.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf movement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter. Huntsville will have the basketball. Throw in, quick layup attempt, up and good by Colin Cole. Makes it a 1-point game. Bryan looking to push. Walker now at the elbow, back up to Ellis at the top. Ellis going for a screen, gets the switch. Taylor going up, cross-court pass. Bryan swings it around, and no basket.
Travel
called on John Harris. Ennis bringing the ball up. Bryan with the half-court trap. Huntsville now starting to break it. Ricino off the glass, rolls in. Good start to the second quarter here for the Hornets. As Ellis now slowing it down. Calling for the screen and the elbow. Good job by Ennis to dodge it. Walker now, no, sorry, that is Harris. Long three-pointer, no good. Ennis, rebound, driving, and a block.
Wow.
Not going to call goaltending, even though it was still on the way up. Durham.
Man, back and forth, and just no dice for either side.
Both teams pushing the pace. Ricino kick out. 3-ball off the mark. That was number 5, Colin Cole. Bryan now back trying to push. Looking for a man in the corner, and a travel. Ellis, I think his foot slid.
That was the
when
thing.
He was trying to collect
Either
it.
he slid or he stutter stepped. That's what caused it. Man, what a sequence in the first $1:23 of the quarter.
Blocked ball and then missed the reverse.
Missed 3-ball. Got to clean it up. If you're Huntsville here, you got to find a way to
extend the lead.
Yeah, get some quality shots up. Don't force anything.
6.5 minutes. Ennis to Ricino.
Oh.
Poked out. Ricino controls it. Up in the backcourt, calls for the screen by Oliphant. Ricino
gotta work,
into
kid.
the paint, and a
Jump
foul.
ball. Jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. Wow. Okay, then. So we'll stick with the Vikings as that's where the possession arrow was headed.
Hearing some of the ire of the Huntsville faithful just over our heads here. You know, Jim sinks down, and you're able to look down, so it's a great way to watch ball.
But you get all the fan comments just kind of just
bearing down,
on you. Ellis now at the top, swings it to Walker. Walker now swing to Brooks. Wants to drive the lane, kick it back out to Ellis. Vikings looking to reset. Taylor, pump fake, spin move inside. Beautiful move. Misses it, though, off the top of the grass.
Got everything but the finish.
Ricino now pushing up the side. Puts the brakes on, and they're going to call foul. Taylor a little too handsy.
Oh, they get that. They're going to get DeKyron Nix for that.
They got Nix. Ricino now looking to pass it in, get to Ennis. Ennis now able to make the turn. Ricino.
Not a great look.
Almost lost it. Went over the back line.
Yep. You know what? Something that Bryan's doing well on defense right now. They're taking the ball away from Butler and not giving him even the opportunity to possess it.
Ellis bringing it up for the screen. Calls for it again from Taylor. I'll try and get Taylor inside. Rise up, pull up, jumper, good.
That's a good pass fake right there from Bryan.
Cole throws that one up to Ricino. Now back to Cole. Driving, good floater. missed. Oliphant, good job securing the rebound. Ball pops out, and
they're going to call a foul here on Huntsville.
Foul on Huntsville. Going to be on number 5, Colin Cole.
And again, that's just inexperience underneath right there for Oliphant, because in that situation, you get that offensive rebound, just go back up. Worst thing is they go hack-a-shack on you.
Ellis now working up past the Walker 3 ball. Too strong off the glass. Ricino controls the rebound. Pushing up now are the Hornets. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Ricino with the offensive foul.
I'm going to say the offensive foul there that he just pushed off of DeKyron Nix right there, and that's what burned him. That's part of that aggression that Huntsville runs, and sometimes it comes back and gets you if you're not careful.
Zadrick Rogers will come in for Ricino. As Durham passes into Ellis. Ellis now calling the offense. Trying to get it to Walker on the cut. Now back out to Ellis on the elbow. Him and DeKyron Nix. Running things up top. Swing to Walker on the 3 line.
Watch the drive.
Drives baseline, pulls up, and they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, falling away from the basket. He was well behind the basket. I was impressed he got it over the backboard and was able to even get a shot off, but now he'll like to earn him at the line.
Remember, keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook and X at KSAM-1017 for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County.
Also on Instagram.
And Instagram. As Walker, first one, too strong off the back rim. Also want to reminder, tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornet basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any and other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. 0 for 2 for Walker from the line. And now Cole looking to push up against Nix.
Got to get it back to the point. There you go.
Get it to Ennis. Point guard, Oliphant, high screen. Ennis going to hand it off to Cole. Spinning up at the top. Ennis, little head fake. And too handsy. Durham going to get whistled for the foul. And
that's going to be the second, I believe, on Bryan.
Yes, second foul on Bryan, so they'll throw in from in front of the Viking bench.
Physical contest. We knew that coming in.
And you mentioned they're guarding Brett Brown. He tried to get to the corner, or Brett Butler, excuse me. Tried to get to the corner and just absolutely stonewalled by Ellis. There's Ennis, though.
Got to finish.
Looks like he caught up between trying to take a dunk and trying to lay up. As Walker now pushing up for the Vikings. Dumps off to Ellis on the wing. Little step back, now looking for the pass. Walker. Crossover into the lane. And smokes the layup, and then a foul called.
Going the other way.
On the Vikings. They're going to get Durham. And right, Carlos, this game is physical. As number 23, Chad Johnson, comes in. Number 5, Colin Cole comes off. Ennis now with the ball. Back to Johnson.
And you got 2 guards in there now that can both capable of running the point.
Cameron Gaines guarding Johnson. Spin move into the paint, turnover. Taylor now 2-on-1. Great job to get back by Zadrick Rogers, but Taylor, great finish off the glass. Extends the Viking lead.
Oh, that's not where you want to kill your dribble.
Huge scoring drought for the Hornets here. Have not scored in almost 4 minutes. Johnson now turns it over. And a foul called on Brown.
Butler.
Come on, John. I'm sorry, I'm used to talking about Brett Brown, the old 76ers coach. But yes, Brett Butler.
I'm going to make you say the names 10 times before I bring you on air.
Listen, foul Jaden Brooks, who on the fast break almost looked like he wanted to draw the foul.
I think that's the smart move there. I think that's Brett's only his first foul, and it was a good one.
Yep, as he misses the first one. Tonight's broadcast this season, Huntsville Hornet basketball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals, as well as AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility, and by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. 1 for 2 at the line for Jaden Brooks. Makes it a 5-point game. 4-point game. And a foul called.
Nope, timeout.
No, timeout. 30-second timeout called. And Huntsville just has not been good handling this full-court pressure.
They have struggled managing it, and I don't know if it's just a lack of experience, but Coach Oliphant right there in his guy's face is telling him, like, hey, come on. Don't kill your dribble in the less opportune times.
No, partner, we're coming up on a 4-minute scoring drought for the Hornets. Haven't scored really since 6.5 minutes in the second quarter.
You can't afford.
You can't afford to do that.
You can't afford long droughts. You're lucky that it's only a 4-point deficit you find yourself in right now. You got 2:40 left in the quarter. You got to find a way. It's like a 2-minute drill in football. Finish the quarter strong.
Down 4, 20-16. And it's working up. Dump to Riskanu, and they're going to get Brooks on the foul. A little too handsy on them. And now the game's starting to slow down.
Yeah, it's both teams are out of fouls to give now, each with 4 as units. So next foul puts either team at the line.
Oliphant came up high looking for the screen. Now to Riskanu, back to Ennis.
Big skip.
Long pass to the corner. Riskanu 3 ball.
Needed
Good.
that. Needed that.
And now a steal by Riskanu. No.
Ooh,
Near steal by Riskanu. And then a double dribble on Durham.
That's a huge break there for Huntsville. Now you have a chance to try turn another swing here. You're down 1 nearing halftime. Like I said, finish this quarter strong, even though you spent most of it struggling.
Oh, and that 3 ball and that make allowed you to really get out of your get into a half-court offense. And then an offensive foul. Just ran through a screen, and they call an offensive foul.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
That is the call. That's all I'm going to say. That is the call made by the official. Bryan Viking ball. Durham looking to throw it in. Gets it to Taylor III. Taylor now working on Oliphant. Trying to get into the lane. Kicks it out. Ball too hard. Great rebound by Ennis. And then a foul called on number 4, John Harris. And we'll send Ennis to the line in the bonus.
You know, one key, John, that we didn't talk about in the pregame was, how are these teams going to do at the free throw line tonight? And I think early in this contest, it's going to show that it is going to be a massive factor in this ballgame as how these teams perform at the stripe.
Absolutely. As you see Coach Oliphant getting more clarification on that earlier offensive foul. Ennis at the line, 1-1. Makes the first.
No 1-1 in high school ball.
No 1-1 in high school ball there. So you're teaching me new things every time. So sinks the first one of 2. Chance to give Huntsville the lead for the first time in what feels like forever. And it touches everywhere in the rim, but they get the rebound, and up and in is Chris Hudson.
There we go.
Trade the free throw for 2. And now Durham brings it up, guarded by Ennis. Kick out to Walker. Walker trying to get the switch. Floater, short. That's a travel. Caught his own. You can't catch your own miss.
Can't catch your own miss. I know there's some Bryan fans up there not happy about that call, but you can't catch your own miss.
You can get your own rebound.
You can. It's got to hit that rim.
But didn't hit the rim. As now Hudson going to pass this one into Risanu.
Got to get some help here. There you go.
Up to Ennis. Good job right there. Back to Risanu. Drives. And
one.
the foul. Great job by him to get that shot of Chris Risanu back to the line on number 4, John Harris. That's his second of the quarter.
Second in just about a minute or so. So
he's going to have to come out, and they're going to have to bring in Takirian Nix back in. Chris at the line. Sinks the first one. Well, you talk about the middle 8 in football, the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 of the second half. You know, that this 2-minute drill that you said Huntsville needs to run has been very good, as they are now on a 5-0 run to give themselves a 4-point lead. Nix working on Risanu. Swings it.
Threw it away.
Trying to get it to Durham, and Walker kind of got caught in that no man's land. I think Durham didn't know the ball was coming to him.
I don't think he did.
Ennis now working up, under a minute to play in the first half. Your Hornets on top. Risanu, pull up, lost it. Durham working up.
Oh, good hands.
Great job by Ennis right there to break up the fast break. Now Walker, deep 3 off the front iron. Ennis with the rebound.
Got numbers.
To Risanu. Pass it back in, back out. 3 ball. Touch the rim. Ennis
good
underneath. Finds Chris Hudson. This is the last 2 minutes have been beautiful by the Hornets.
10 seconds.
Ellis now, deep 3 ball. Good.
What a shot. Gotta go.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. No shot. And
I think we'll just go to the locker room.
Gonna go to the locker room. Huntsville on top. 26-23. Carlos, it wasn't pretty, but they end on a 7-3 run to take a lead in the halftime.
Yes, they do. Weezer of Huntsville halftime report comes your way after these messages on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a great deal? Do you like saving money? Well, here at Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, you can get a great deal and save thousands of dollars on your new Chevy. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. Come get a brand new 2025 Chevy 1500 Crew Cab starting at only $39,995 after rebate. Or take up to $15,000 off a brand new 2025 Chevy Corvette Z06. And if you like low interest rates, you won't get lower than 0%. And we have that on almost everything on the lot. Don't miss out on saving thousands of dollars with these great deals. Only here at Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
When it comes to internet, you want speed, safety, and simplicity. Luckily, Mid-South Fiber delivers. Keep your data secure with built-in firewall protection, set guest networks, and manage everything from screen time to device priority with the Mid-South Fiber app. It's internet that works for every room, every family member, and every business. Make the smart move for your home or business. Switch to Mid-South Fiber today. Visit midsouthfiber.com to get started.
For 5 generations, Nelson Propane has been keeping East Texas warm and working. Commercial or residential, we deliver reliable propane service with old-fashioned values and modern convenience. With 13 full-service locations and 24/7 emergency support, we're always here when you need us. Experience exceptional service. Call 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com.
Welcome back to the Wiesner halftime report. 26-23 here at Viking Gym. Huntsville closed the second quarter on a 7-3 run to take that 26-23 lead. And Carlos, that was probably the best 2 minutes of basketball the Hornets played all night.
I mean, what did I say? You needed to play your best basketball in that last 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and that's what they did. I mean, you had a 6-point lead with 7 seconds left until the Vikings hit a big three there at the end of the half. So it gives Bryan just a little touch of momentum here, but you like what you saw out of Huntsville there down the stretch. They didn't play too hard. They didn't, like, over themselves, if you will. That's what I'm going for. And they were able to get the looks they wanted inside. Chris Ricino with a couple of big-time shots there towards the end of the half, and that's what's got Huntsville on top by 3. Having a cohesive unit, they're going to have to build that, obviously, because this is their first game.
At least that half-court or that full-court trap that Bryan has been running tonight, and that's really what was hurting them. They were making some errant passes across the court, seeing the guy open, and Bryan was jumping those passing lanes.
Yep, so it's going to be key here in this second half for Huntsville to continue what they were doing well in those final 2 minutes. Just look for the quality shots, find your open guys. I know they're going to make the adjustment here for Brett because with such an electric player that he is, you got to have him going. And if you're able to get him going from outside, it's going to bode well if you're Huntsville, but they've got to find a way to clear him from those traps that they have him down in the corner where he loves to shoot the 3 ball.
Well, you know, you have to think with Chris Ricino drawing the attention he's going to draw this second half, schematically, that is going to open up for Brett, right? If Brett was the focus in the main first half focus for Bryan defensively, then Chris has been fantastic so far tonight for the Hornets. As the Hornets
appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Y'all can walk through. Y'all don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the adjustments made. I think when you have a guy that kind of goes on that heat check towards the end of the second half, that sticks in the mind of a coach. And whenever now all of a sudden you're collapsing on Chris because he's making plays in the paint, you know, he's driving in, dumping off inside, and then popping back out for a 3 ball like we saw towards the end of that second quarter. That's going to open up the entire offense for the Hornets and see if they can build on this lead.
All right, with that said, let's take a quick timeout. And when we come back, third quarter action, not sure who's going to have the ball, but either way,
I believe it will be the Hornets.
It will be Huntsville having the ball. So we'll bring that to you after this quick timeout and a message from our presenting sponsor, Nelson Propane, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
For over 40 years, Nelson Propane Gas has fueled the success of business and homes across East Texas. Restaurants, warehouses, farms, manufacturers, and homeowners get reliable propane solutions that keep them running strong. Our local team understands the unique needs of commercial and residential customers, and we back every delivery with dependable service and safety you can trust. Call Nelson Propane at 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com. Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Welcome back here to Viking Gym as we just wrapped up our Wiesner halftime report, getting ready for the third quarter. Huntsville on top of the Vikings, 26-23. Hornets will have the basketball to start the third quarter. Just a reminder, keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram at KSAM-107. for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County. As Hornets getting ready, it looks like it will be Jordan Ennis, Colin Cole,
starters, baby.
Jordan Oliphant, Brett Butler, and Chris Reescanoe.
I'll get you phonetics for next game.
Yeah, I need the phonetic guide. Carlos Zimmermann out here trying to make me look bad. Reescanoe, quick shot by Butler. It's good. You said you wanted to get him started out fast. How about a shot with 5 seconds into the second half?
Love that.
Ellis now dumps it to Walker in the elbow. And on the line, turnover, Huntsville ball.
Well, you can't ask for a better start in the first 18 seconds. A quick 3-ball to 20, and then a turnover by Bryan.
Well, and good job by Reescanoe to find Brett in that corner. And there it is again, and now inside to Oliphant. Spinning around, pass, Cole, 3-ball off the front iron. Rebound, Vikings. Pushing it up is Christian Ellis. Now puts on the brakes to John Harris. Harris now to Walker. Two guys in the same spot, him and Harold Taylor III. Now to Christian Ellis. Dump it to Harris. Now swinging it back around up top. Reset for the Vikings. Walker, elbow. Driving baseline floater off the rim and ball on the ground. Ellis, step back three, well short. And out of bounds, Huntsville ball. Good job right there by Jordan to screen off
and that was
Jacob Walker.
That was such a great defensive possession there. They ate up 50 seconds of clock and came up with nothing.
Here's Cole driving. Little layup, and Oliphant whistled for the push in the back.
That's why they tell you, just go up strong with it, even on the rebounding side. That was a good take, too, by Cole. Just couldn't finish.
Brooks to Ellis on the inbound. Ellis now swing it to Harris. And steal by Reescanoe. Going coast to coast. Lost the ball, and it's going to stay with the Hornets. I think that one was the old James Harden.
Yeah, held it a little low, and he had no opportunity to go back up with it, but now gives your offense a chance to set up here.
Brett will throw it in. Throws it to Ellis, and he is going to miss and then go up and tip it in.
Good finish, 0.
31-23, 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Ellis now, deep three, good.
If you're Bryan, that's something you needed right there. Find a way to stop the bleeding.
It was a 5-0 run to start the quarter. Reescanoe, Euro, Oliphant up with it, blocked, back to Oliphant. And now Ennis gonna drive, kick, one more. Butler, 3, off the front iron, Oliphant. Rebound, whose ball is it? It's gonna stay with the Hornets. Was a 5-0 run to start the third quarter before that 3-ball by Christian Ellis. He's kept him close for the Vikings. Throw this one to Ennis up at the front. Jordan now screen from Oliphant. Picks up the dribble in the low post. Kick back out to Cole. Awkward mid-range floater, no good. Walker pushing for the Vikings. Loses the handle. Reescanoe comes up with the steal. Looking for Brett Brown. Stop, pop, 3, good.
Ooh, Butler! Don't let him get hot.
2 threes here in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter for Brett Butler. Taylor, a response 3 right there over the hand of Oliphant.
Man.
And Bryan now starting to use the 3-ball to stay in this one. Reescanoe, good breakdown all the way coast to coast. Blocked by Taylor. Taylor doing it on both ends, has the 3 and then the block. As off comes Walker and Harris, on comes Nix, and Gaines. Little throw up to Ennis and a late foul call.
You're Huntsville, you'll take that.
Going to call a block on number 12, Harold Taylor III, on Jordan Ennis. Shooting 2 now. First one off the back iron, off the front iron, no good.
Gotta hit these.
Well, Carlos, you talked about getting Brett Butler started. He started off hot here in the third.
2 for 3.
2 for 3 from beyond the arc. And it's looking to make this a 2-possession game. Off the back end and rebound Bryan. Long throw by Harold Taylor up the court. 3 ball off the side of the iron. Risano had it and then lost it. And after some conferring, Vikings ball.
That's the right call.
Yep. Brett Butler able to catch that after Risano lost it but was on the line. Gaines, 3-pointer shot, too strong.
Got a rebound.
Offensive rebound, Bryan. Taylor feeling it, banked it in.
Timeout, Bryan.
And Bryan going to call a timeout. As partner, they have started a 3-point barrage here. When neither team could get a 3-pointer in the first half, both of them going beyond the arc for their points here tonight.
Now they're hitting them, and that's all because Huntsville failed to get a rebound on a missed shot on that end, and that's what allowed an extended possession for the Vikings, and what was once an 8-point lead is now 2 as the teams trade threes. At some point, something's going to give. One team's going to start getting cold from 3 because it's, at the end of the day, it's a great shot, but it's a low percentage shot. So you got to find a way to clamp down, get the rebounds that you need, and get back on offense because you haven't had the ball until now for about 30 seconds.
And well, the other thing, partner, is they did such a good job in that first half with the defensive rebounding. It's been the lack of that has cost them their lead here in the third quarter. Ennis, ball up top, swinging it now. Swinging it from elbow to elbow as Chris Hudson is in.
Good find.
Risano, little hesitation. Back to Ellis, 3-pointer, short off the side of the backboard. Taylor pushing it up now for the Vikings. Lost the handle. Great job by Cole coming up behind. Euro, floater, and good.
Finish. Attaboy, Colin.
Colin Cole with the Euro floater. And now, had the steal, went off his head, didn't know where the ball went. As now Gaines has it up top. Another near steal by Taylor. Lifts up, 3-ball off the front rim. Brett Butler with the rebound. Cole now working it back to Ennis. Deep 3, heat check. Butler off the backboard, off the rim. As now Ellis looking to drive and count the basket, give him an and 1.
Yeah, they're going to get Hudson for the push. They'll let everybody get their subs in here with a bonus free throw coming up.
Mass subs as Chad Johnson, Jamarian Mills, and I can't see, Chadrick Rogers come in. I was trying to find that last guy.
Jacob Walker also back in for Bryan, their playmaker.
Free throw is good, and it's a 1-point game here in the third quarter.
Huntsville can't afford to panic here. Don't panic. Get into your offensive flow.
Rogers inside to Mills, and stolen by Walker. Bryan pushing. That's number 24, Jamar Davis. Haven't seen him tonight. And he is being harassed by Ennis. Lost the ball, and then Durham came up with it. Huntsville's defense has been very active tonight. Durham all the way, lays it up and in. Bryan back on top. As we now are seeing Gaines. He's going to go reverse and in. Mills showing some finesse there. Durham now up at the top of the backcourt. Hands it off to Jacob Walker. Now Walker trying to create something over in the corner. Lifts up mid-range and a foul called.
It's going to be on Rogers.
Going to be on Rogers. I think he had the hand on the hip of Walker when he went up for it. This season of Hornet basketball is brought to you by Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider, and also brought to you in part by Mid-South Fiber Internet, local fiber internet you can trust, as the first free throw is good by Walker. Knots us up at 38.
Yeah, Risano and Franklin going to enter, and Ennis and Butler will come off. I think they'll just try to get him some rest for the end of this third and let him run wild in the fourth.
Walker, who passed 1,000 career points last game at the line, makes the second. 2 for 2. Vikings have the lead. Johnson now looking to break the press. Mills working up. Ball is almost stolen by Durham. Mills does a good job.
That's 10.
And then that's 10 seconds.
Yeah, tough there for Caleb Franklin and company to try and break that press. Now you got to get a stop on defense.
And give it to Christian Ellis. He's been running the offense tonight for the Vikings. And a foul.
Too handsy there, Caleb.
Harold Taylor III will come in. Number 24, Jameer Davis, will come out. Or excuse me, no, that's 23, Darian White will come out. Durham throwing it in, looking to Taylor. Good defense and a dunk. Taylor baseline slam. And now, what a pass. Oh, I don't know how that went in, or how that was caught, I should say. As reverse layup, no good. Bryan running, Walker, 3, well off. But Durham with the rebound, another 3, off again, and another rebound by the Vikings. Floater off.
Come on.
And now Risanu gets the rebound, and he is hacked by Walker. And now Ennis and Cole having to come back out.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and push for this last 59 seconds. And like I said, you don't need to panic if you're Huntsville. You got it within 3. Be smart with it.
Risanu driving. Pulls up.
Shorted it.
Short. Rebound Taylor. Now Bryan. Looks like they're going to play for one shot. Walker now driving.
May not be able to.
Durham swings it to Taylor, who brings it back up to the top. No shot clock in the state of Texas.
Got to play up on him here. Then again, Huntsville may be content to try and just get a good defensive stand and carry momentum into the fourth.
Bryan now running some offense. Or maybe not.
Now they will.
Risanu almost went for the steal. Ellis lifts up and blocked. And that one is off. Well, Bryan had a lead in the start of the third quarter. They now trail 41-38 going into the final period. Don't go anywhere. It is going to be a nail-biter here in Bryan, Texas. You're listening to Huntsville Basketball on the Huntsville Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Don't let a bad connection slow you down.
Make the switch to Mid-South Fiber Internet and enjoy speeds you can count on with 24/7 support and repair, free data protection, and an app to control devices. Mid-South Fiber's local service is here to keep you connected. Don't miss out. Sign up today at midsouthfiber.com. Bolder, faster, fiber.
Welcome back here, start of the fourth quarter. It will be Bryan with the basketball. They have the possession arrow, won the tip. Huntsville Hornet basketball is brought to you by Bill Fig Ford, No Bull, Just Good Deals, and also ABC Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility, and by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. 41-38 ball game. John Clendenin joined by Carlos Zimmermann here at Viking Gym in Bryan, Texas. Hornets looking for their first win of the season. Back and forth battle between these two teams. Durham looking to throw this one in. Almost 5 seconds. They get it to Walker in the backcourt. Now they're going to double him. Durham has it on the wing. Long pass across the court to Ellis. Now swing up top. Huntsville has to get some pressure. Taylor driving in, lost the handle, and Durham picks it up. And now another pass. Bryan has thrown this ball all over the place. As Walker able to corral that wild pass. It's been 40 seconds. The Vikings just holding the ball. Durham, corner, open three, off. Good job by Cole to get the rebound. Up to Risano. Through contact, no call, gets the bucket. 1 point game.
1 minute. You got it within one because you played great defense on the back end.
Three-pointer open, good.
Can't leave that open.
Jamar Davis saw the double team, left him open on the line, and now 44-40 is our score. Huntsville needs a response. Christian Cole swings it open in the corner. Chadrick Rogers kicks out, throws it, almost throws it away. Good job by Ennis. Throws it back up to the top. Rogers off. Good job by Ennis. Follow through. Gets the putback and a timeout called by head coach Jay Oliphant.
It's a good timeout called right there. You get to slow your team down and maybe get some guys in that are fresh from the bench. But, yeah, good finish there. Ennis is just playing lights out in this ball game. Good facilitator and able to clean up there and get it within two.
And it allows you to set up a full court defense as well. Your guys are going to be able to set up. You're going to be able to trap in the corner. And that's what you have to do here in this situation. Down two. You play good defense. A minute may come off the clock, but you can get the ball back and tie it and force it to be an actual basketball game instead of we're just going to throw it around for a minute and a half and not really try to have any offense.
Quick update from Paul Bow and Jim on the other end of our hardwood doubleheader. It's the Lady Hornets up huge on Rudder, 33-13. They're in the second. That ball game got underway a little bit later. So as soon as we are done here, you can pivot on over to that ball game. You don't even have to touch a thing. We have it set up to where you will be sent straight to the ball game with Stephanie Keel on the call in Huntsville.
As both teams ready, now we're starting to see that defense. Looks like it's probably going to be a half-court trap defense for head coach Jay Oliphant as Brett Butler comes ready. And now Ellis picks up his dribble.
Wow.
And Walker
nearly lost it.
They're throwing the ball all over the place. Walker, three ball, rattles around and good. Huntsville pushing up quickly. Cole.
Good
and
finish.
one. Great
Wow.
finish through the contact. And that's the kind of response you need right there. Possibility to keep it a 2 point game.
It's going to be on Harold Taylor III. They're not updating the player fouls up there, so I don't know how many he's got personally, but
I think that's at least 3.
At least. So
Cole now need to finish this and one opportunity. Does not, but Huntsville gets the rebound. Back out, Cole now driving, kick to Butler. Off the back iron. And then the Vikings lost the ball, but they say off Huntsville. 3-point game.
He's a sharpshooter from 3, so I understand why he took it, but you didn't need to in that situation.
Now a half-court trap, kick, open corner, Harris 3-ball, good. Bryan has not cooled down from beyond the arc here in the second half. And now a trap. Ball gets knocked out.
They're complaining about a backcourt, some of the Bryan people, but because it was tipped, Jamarian Mills did not gain full possession back when he went back to get it in the backcourt. Got to respond here if you're Huntsville.
6-point game, 5 minutes to go. Huntsville running their offense. It is Jordan Ennis, the junior, driving all the way up, off the back end, knocked back out. Ennis, 3-ball, rattles around, rebound Bryan. Walker pushing up the court, dumps it off to Ellis. Back to number 4, Harris, 3-ball good again.
They are just hot.
I think that's 5 for 5 from their last 5 shots, all from 3. Risano, hesitation. Cole, dump it off, and
come on.
Yeah, that was Jamarian Mills couldn't go up because the guy was jumping onto his back.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to give him continuation. He went up with the ball anyways.
Yeah, they'll give it to him.
But yeah, I mean, Bryan, 5 for 5 on their last 3, on their
last
5 3-pointers.
And Huntsville's been cold on their last 3 possessions, so that's what's allowed this 9-point lead. The biggest lead of the night for Bryan.
Mills makes the first.
Chadrick Rogers coming on for Risano just to give Risano some rest. Oliphant will come in for Mills.
In and out on the second. Walker now slowing it down. Rogers takes him one-on-one. Now cutting to the layup. Smokes the layup. Huntsville has numbers, pushing it. Cole, turnaround jumper, good. 6-point game. Now running the full court trap. Durham pushing it up. Steal by Ennis. Ennis goes up and in.
There we go.
Now a 5-0 Huntsville run makes it a 4-point game with 4 minutes to go. Ennis trying to get the steal there on Harris, and a foul called late.
I mean, yeah, it's a foul. Ennis was getting a little too handsy. It's a foul you can live with.
Just your first of the period, and it does allow Oliphant to come in for Mills, so you get some fresh legs there down in the post. All of a sudden, Huntsville now.
Yeah, they were down 8 and cut it to 4. Down 9, rather, cutting it to 4.
Get it to Walker in the backcourt. Walker slowing it down. 2-possession game for the Hornets. And they call an offensive foul and a legal screen, and that's going to be on number 2, Christian Ellis Jr.
He's wanting an explanation why.
I think the official said he kicked out his leg on the screen. So now the turnover for Huntsville. And all of a sudden, you've clawed your way back into it. Down 9. A 5-0 run here in the last minute and a half.
Got to add to it.
Ennis to Cole. Back out to Ennis. Trying to find Butler on the 3.
I mean, Ellis is just face guarding him.
Ennis now driving, kick to the corner. Rogers, 3-ball, off the front rim.
It's a good look.
Ellis pushing up now. Walker, 3 deep, off the side, and into Taylor the third.
That's because you couldn't get the rebound.
Back to a 6-point game here as we hit the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Hand off to Cole. Drives. Cole, floater, and rolls around and in.
What a bounce. That's huge. And now you're going to get Ricino back into the game on some fresher legs in a moment at the next dead ball. Got to get a stop, though.
Ellis now slow to bring it up. Passes it all the way. Now back to Ellis at the top. Get it to Walker on the elbow. And now they're playing keep away. You got to press up. If you're Huntsville, ball is poked out.
One in the backcourt, unfortunately. Trap him there. Trap him there.
Ellis now on the line. Kicks it to the corner. Harris, 3-ball, and an air ball. 4-point game that took almost 45 seconds off the clock, but you are right. Ricino comes in for Rogers on some fresh legs.
Here, I know it's a 2-possession game. You've got to come away with points on this possession right here.
Go to Ricino in the high post, and foul. That is on Jaden Brooks, his 4th.
And more importantly, that's the last foul to give if you're Bryan. Next foul puts Huntsville at the line.
Ricino now ball up top. Working in the mid-range, hands it off to Cole. Huntsville trying to drive. Cole lost the handle, but got the steal. Butler thought about shooting. Ricino open, 3-pointer, and off the front end. But Cole, the and one, went up, got the rebound, put back and one. Colin Cole has almost single-handedly willed this comeback back in the fourth quarter.
And now you're trading your
defense for your offense.
Big free throw right here.
Like Ricino may also be cramping up a little bit. Cole off, but the rebound controlled by Bryan and thrown away. Huntsville basketball, minute 42.
Now they're going to get 10 back in there.
And now Ricino can come back in for Rogers. I mean, Huntsville not going down quietly at all here in this fourth quarter. A Herculean effort to claw back into this game. Cole kicks. Ricino thought about the 3. Now working on his defender spin move. A lot of contact, no call. Taylor with the rebound. And Ennis going to get whistled for the foul, went for the steal. Minute and a half to go, 2-point game.
If you're Huntsville, you got a lot of fouls to work with. That's the second of the half, or rather a quarter on Huntsville, so you got 2 left in the back pocket.
And a timeout called by Bryan. As slowing it down, give Huntsville, honestly, a breather.
Indeed, and it's a full timeout, but we'll keep it here. I'm impressed with how Huntsville has just clutched up here down the stretch, and yeah, it has really come on the heels of the man wearing number 5, Colin Cole, who is, like you said, John, single-handedly helped bring Huntsville back into the picture now. And with about just over a minute and a half left to go, you got to find a way to get a stop. Can't afford to put Bryan at the line where they've been solid tonight. Got to find a way to get the basketball back. And on that last possession offensively for Huntsville, they had a great look at the rack. Just couldn't finish with it. There was a lot of contact in there, but you got to think you can't rely on the referee's whistle at the end of the day. You got to be able to finish that.
Absolutely. And just to, Colin Cole doing it on both ends, defensively getting steals, as well as finishing strong at the rim, rebounding. And Huntsville, they're having to be overly aggressive, trying to jump passing lanes here. so you're not playing keep away for 90 seconds.
Can't afford to.
You can't leave the open three-pointer, though, where it's killed you. As Huntsville, honestly, will take that 57-53. Taylor, a quick score. Cole, working drive, lost the ball. Here comes Taylor again. Back-to-back dunks by the big man.
That's a killer.
Huntsville trying to come back. Ennis
there you
up
go.
And in. Timeout called. Yeah. Drew up a good inbounds play for Taylor on the dunk, and then lose the handle. Wide open layup dunk. But you have to wonder, did he score too quickly? I know there's 50 seconds left. There's not a shot clock in the state of Texas. But Huntsville, if you just hold that basketball there and you walk it back out, start forcing Huntsville to foul, you have to wonder, are they leaving the Hornets a little bit too much time here in a 4-point game?
And at this point, it was a full timeout taken by Huntsville. So at this point here, and Huntsville's only got one timeout left, mind you. Bryan's got 3 in their back pocket if they want it. But you got to think about this here. Yeah, Bryan is leaving a little bit of time on that clock. Huntsville's going to have 2 fouls to give before Bryan starts going to the free throw line. Remember, no 1-and-1 in high school hoops here in Texas. So I fully expect Huntsville to do full court press here, try to get a turnover, which you have forced down the stretch of this ball game. It's not over yet, but you got to get a big turnover on this one right here.
And they're not even guarding the inbounds, man. Trying to get to Ellis. Throw it in to Harris.
I think that's
He's
the guy.
Bring it up.
That's the guy I want to foul.
Throw it. Stolen. No.
Oh. And somehow got back over the midline. Now you got a foul.
Ellis. Yep. Walker. And now Ennis does foul with 33 seconds to go. That was the look you needed. Almost got the steal. Ellis somehow able to come up and get that basketball and keep it across the midline. As now Huntsville face guarding everybody. They're looking for Walker. There's the foul on him.
But now you gotta find somebody else to start fouling if you're Huntsville. You can't have Ennis being the guy to foul anymore. But now it doesn't matter. That's his 5th.
Out comes Ennis, who has been fantastic today, directing the offense.
Valiant effort by that young man. Reesino will take his place. Foul. There you go.
And there's the foul by Cole, another guy you can't afford to have foul out. And now Walker will shoot the free throws for Bryan. Up for 30 seconds to go. First one. Off the rim and in, 5-point game. Have to box out if you're the Hornets. Second one in, 61-55, 33 seconds to go.
Got to push.
Cole pushing up indeed. Trying to find Oliphant. Back out to Cole. Step back, 3. Off. Bryan controls it. Pushing up. And a foul by the Hornets. 13 seconds to go. Jamar Davis will be up at the line for the Vikings. And partner, you dug too big of a hole to come all the way. First one bounces around and out. And they just ruled a lane violation on the Hornets.
Yeah, well, that's just.
So when it rains, it pours. Makes the redemption.
Well, if you're Huntsville tonight and this is your first game as a collective unit, you got to be impressed with what they were able to put together. But like you said, partner, just dug too deep of a hole and couldn't climb out of it.
Davis, second one in, 8-point game. Risano to Cole, bringing it up, 8 seconds. Inside, out of bounds by Durham, 4.34 to go.
Yeah, just trying to get a look there for the senior to make a quick put back, but here's your final play.
And we'll talk about it a little bit in the post game, but Cole, 3-ball, rattles around, and no good. As a dunk after the buzzer. Gonna leave a sour taste in the mouth of the Hornets as they fall to the Bryan Vikings 63-55 here at Viking Gym in a hard-fought battle that ultimately just did not go their way. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the post-game show. You are listening to Huntsville Hornet basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM-FM.
For over 40 years, Nelson Propane Gas has fueled the success of business and homes across East Texas. Restaurants, warehouses, farms, manufacturers, and homeowners get reliable propane solutions that keep them running strong. Our local team understands the unique needs of commercial and residential customers, and we back every delivery with dependable service and safety you can trust. Call Nelson Propane at 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com. Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider.
Hornet basketball post-game show on the Hornet Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Joining us, head coach Jay Oliphant. Coach, hard fought, scored some points at the end, but y'all were in it till the end. Battled back from a 9-point deficit in the fourth quarter. What's your main takeaway from tonight's game for your team?
Some of the guys we have to play better. I mean, some of the guys have been here for a long time. You know, when I put them in the game, and they have to either main and contain their consistency or play better, and they didn't do that today. We missed a bunch of easy shots. Didn't do well at the free throw line, so it's some things that we have to tighten up on to win close ball games.
Coach, y'all had a lead in the first half, and then it seemed like Bryan all of a sudden just came out with a 3-point barrage and were on fire. But y'all were able to kind of weather that storm and had some three-pointers of your own. How did y'all try to get Brett Butler involved in that second half, starting really with the first play from the inbound?
Well, we knew right at halftime he hadn't had many looks, and we have to get him going. It opens everything up for us. And we thought we had some guys, they had hit some shots that they don't normally hit, but, I mean, that happens. I just think we got to do a better job of finishing around the rim, hitting free throws, and taking care of the basketball. Some simple things that we need to correct.
Coach, and then Colin Cole did a great job tonight, really kind of powering that second half comeback, got y'all in there at the end. Just talk about his performance and what he brings to y'all in this season.
Colin's had a good preseason. I mean, he's worked extremely hard. He's been a pleasure to be around. So hopefully he can keep that going for us. I thought defensively as a whole we played pretty well. I thought we rebounded the ball pretty well at times, but we need to rebound well all the time. So there's some things that we need to tighten up and get ready for the tournament we have on Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was head coach Jay Oliphant as we bring Carlos Zimmermann back in. And Carlos, you heard him. You know, they had guys that knock down shots that usually don't knock those shots down. But there's things for them to improve on. I think we saw that tonight, but you have to be encouraged by that effort in the fourth quarter, down 9. Really could have let that game get away from you, and you fought back to the end. And you had a couple late dunks that really kind of made the score a little bit more inflated than what it usually was.
Well, I mean, yeah, it sucked the momentum away from you. So it'll be an opportunity, a learning experience for Huntsville for sure. I mean, yeah, you wanted that first win tonight, but you have an opportunity to go get it done this week in the Montgomery tournament to start putting together some wins. And, you know, I mean, it stinks not being able to win in the non-district, but it's an opportunity for this team to grow. And I think I saw a lot of great things out of this squad tonight, and I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in 17-5A. A lot of good teams that are in the district again this year, but I think Huntsville has definitely got the talent to be able to run with them, especially with their newfound size underneath.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at it, that size, Jordan Oliphant, Jamarian Mills played some really good minutes for the Hornets tonight, and he's a guy that you got back from football. So overall, I think as this team starts to gel and come together, we're going to see them be able to finish the game more than what we saw tonight. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, it's a tough night because you can see the talent and potential of this Huntsville team. They just got to do those little things all the time. Like you said, got to hit your free throws.
Yeah.
Got to rebound better at times. Got to hit the shots and finish at the rim better. So overall, Carlos, I think the arrow is pointed squarely in the up direction for the Hornets.
1,000%.
Oh no, I was just gonna do our copyright read.
Yep.
I didn't know if you had anything you wanted to say before the end of the broadcast.
No, difficulties here and there. It's our first basketball broadcast of the season. John, it's a pleasure to have you on our team now. I know you enjoyed your time here in Bryan College Station calling this area, but it's glad to flip you to the green and white side of the district for this new year.
I'm very excited, getting to know Coach Oliphant, the few times we've been able to interact. I'm really excited to be a part of this Huntsville, community and the Huntsville, the Hornet Broadcast Sports Network. I'm very thankful for you and the whole team at KSAM, Brian Reeder, for giving me this opportunity. I talked about it a little bit whenever we had the coaches show at Chick-fil-A. I've gotten to watch Huntsville from the other side, from the purple and the maroons and the blues, and have y'all in the district. And I've always seen how passionate y'all's the community is for the Hornets. And I'm very excited to get to be a part of that and get to bring the story of these young men to the broadcast. So very excited for this season. Looking forward to hopefully a long basketball season and going a couple rounds deep in the playoffs. And I think this team has the potential to do that. It's just going to take, tapping into that potential. So tonight's broadcast of the Huntsville Hornet basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience and any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us. The Bryan Vikings. For Justin on the camera, for Carlos, I'm John Clendenin. Thank you so much for inviting us into your Tuesday night. We hope y'all have a good one. You've been listening to the Huntsville Hornet basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Over to Paul Bowen. Stephanie Keel's got the call for Lady Hornet basketball.